Was staying on electoral matters, the opposition People's Democratic Party is insisting that it will face the forthcoming election as a united party despite the brewing crisis amongst its stakeholders. Spokesperson of the PDP presidential campaign, Aniagwu, who featured on TVC news program this morning, said the party is on the same page with the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, on the need for equity and fairness, but states that the timeline to resolve the issue remains a challenge considering the closeness of the polls. Now, on the alleged violation of the party constitution, Mr. Aniagwu noted that the PDP has not contravened its constitution with the emergence of the Atiku Abubakar from the northern part of the country.
What you see as a disagreement is, of course, not from the prism from which many are viewing it. On the issues raised by our very respected leader, Nyesom Wike, and many others, we are almost on the same page as to the need to trigger some form of equity and fairness, like he rightly put it. But where we have a little disagreement, which we are dealing with, is the issue of the timeline. The presidential candidate of the party doesn't have any challenge with the issue of having to restructure the party, particularly given the fact that a candidate has emerged from the north. But don't forget, he's a candidate, not a president at the moment. And in the next 5 months, we hope by the grace of God, he will eventually win to become the president of this country, to be sworn on May 29. And by that time, you have a proper balancing that you are dealing with. But beyond that, we believe that the timeline we have now is a challenge to begin to trigger some of the offset that any movement from the north to the south could possibly trigger, and then leave the party much more wounded than it has suffered at the moment. But